We are kicking things off right now with an emotional farewell as Barcelona legend Robert Lewandowski breaks down in tears after giving a guard of honor at his final match. This was an incredibly moving moment as the iconic striker bid goodbye to the fans following his last game, leaving behind a legacy of 119 goals and a permanent place in the club's history books. We dive into the raw emotion of this unforgettable goodbye. Potentially jeopardizing his spot for the upcoming tournament. We investigate the severity of this injury and what it means for Spain boss Luis de la Fuente's squad selection. Finally, we turn our attention to the massive summer transfer saga as Barcelona scrambles to find a replacement for Lewandowski. With the striker's departure confirmed, the focus is now squarely on Julian Alvarez and Joao Pedro. But the looming shadow of Xabi Alonso's potential block on a move for Joao Pedro adds a massive layer of complexity. Who will be the next big name to wear the number 9 shirt? Stay with us for all the updates. Barcelona star Robert Lewandowski was overcome with emotion as he departed the pitch following his final match for FC Barcelona. The farewell took place at the Camp Nou, concluding the Spanish La Liga fixture against Real Betis on Sunday, May 17, 2026. Reports indicate that Lewandowski broke down in tears as the team presented him with a guard of honor, marking a highly emotional send-off for the club legend. The moment, captured by AP Photos/Joan Matthew Pera, highlights the significant emotional impact of his departure from the team. Ex-Barcelona star Robert Lewandowski is contemplating his next move as his spell at the elite level concludes, sparking intense transfer speculation. The 37-year-old forward has hinted at considering a move to a less physically demanding league, stating, "There could be an option in a lower league. I'm almost 38, but I feel good physically, so I'm considering it. I have to take into account the possibility that it's time to play and enjoy life." Following this, former Barcelona player Mendieta suggested Lewandowski look towards North Wales, specifically mentioning Wrexham as a potential destination if he wished to pursue acting after retirement. Mendieta cautioned that a move to the English lower leagues might be challenging for a player of Lewandowski's caliber, though he acknowledged his quality could still be valuable. The focus immediately shifted to who might replace the Polish striker at Camp Nou. Mendieta strongly advocated for a transfer of Harry Kane from Bayern Munich to Barcelona, citing Kane's talent and suggesting that Barcelona's current financial stability makes such an acquisition feasible. Mendieta argued that the club's recent success in winning La Liga could attract high-profile players willing to prioritize trophies at the club. Lewandowski's departure is emotionally charged, following a tearful farewell to the fans after a final home match against Real Betis. Speaking to supporters, the veteran acknowledged the profound impact of the club, expressing gratitude for the incredible support and stating that Barcelona will always remain in his heart. Barcelona star Fermin Lopez is facing a serious injury scare that could jeopardize his participation in the upcoming World Cup 2026. The young player sustained a metatarsal injury during Barcelona's 3-1 victory over Real Betis on Sunday night. Lopez was substituted at halftime due to an issue with his foot. Reports from Mundo Deportivo indicate that Fermin suffered a blow to the 5th metatarsal of his right foot and is currently concerned about potentially needing time away from the team. Barcelona is scheduled to conduct tests today to assess the severity of the injury and determine his potential absence from upcoming fixtures. The primary concern among observers is the possibility of a fracture, which could put Lopez's spot in Spain's World Cup 2026 squad in serious jeopardy. Spain manager Luis de la Fuente is set to announce the final squad in 1 week. The national team's campaign begins on June 15th against Cape Verde, followed by matches against Saudi Arabia and Uruguay in the group stage. De la Fuente is expected to include up to 9 Barcelona players in his selection for the tournament. Barcelona is aggressively prioritizing the acquisition of a new striker as they enter the summer transfer window. While Julian Alvarez remains a leading target, the club is pivoting towards Joao Pedro, anticipating that a deal for the Atletico Madrid player will prove unattainable. Barcelona's pursuit of Pedro surfaced in April after internal assessments suggested Alvarez was out of reach. The club has received positive reports regarding the Chelsea forward, and sporting director Deco recently traveled to London to engage with representatives. The primary obstacle to securing Pedro is the potential involvement of Chelsea's new manager, Xabi Alonso. Chelsea has confirmed Alonso will take the reins for the summer, and reports indicate he will hold the final decision on whether Pedro can be sold. Barcelona is concerned that the former Real Madrid coach's stance could effectively block any potential transfer. With the confirmed departure of Robert Lewandowski at the end of his contract, securing a replacement striker is paramount. Alvarez and Pedro are currently the most favored options. However, if both targets prove unrealistic, Barcelona will need to reassess its strategy. The club faces a high-stakes challenge in finding a replacement who can fill the void left by Lewandowski.